have him on about 11 total incidences. He's done this before. We're going to let him do his thing today.
Yeah, he says he registers as an offender.
On October 10th, 2024, Officer Welsh of the Wayne Police Department detained a 65-year-old man for retail theft at a local grocery store. Loss prevention had documented 11 incidents over 6 weeks at the same location. This was not impulse. This was a pattern.
So the stuff that was taken?
Yeah, so this is paid for, this is unpaid for. He's in the office right now. I'm just making sure I got everything correct.
What kind of total do you think we got?
I mean, just from this one, it's 168, but we've got like 12 other, or like, I'd say 12, like 8 other cases on him.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey.
How's it going? So we're still working on a total.
Gotcha.
Skip scanned a large portion of his order. Claims it was an accident, but we have him on about 11 total incidences. Some of them are recoveries where he was deterred, but we have multiple thefts in there as well.
Okay.
So we're still waiting on a total for today's. Hey, what are we up to right now?
I said it's like 186 or
186,
something.
okay.
He's still going. Hi, sir. I'm Officer Welsh with the Wheaton Police Department. Hi. So I'm not going to ask you any questions about this specific thing right now, just some basic questions. Have you ever been arrested for retail theft before?
No.
No? Cited? Given a ticket? No? Okay.
ID for you.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'll be 65.
65? Too old for this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you have any type of criminal history in the past?
Yeah.
Arrest? What kind of stuff?
Driving without a license.
Okay, so driving stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Any theft related stuff?
No.
No, never stealing or defrauding or nothing. Okay.
No.
Alright. Tango 3, 1 by state.
Yeah, right now I'm with my daughter. But
Okay. Does she live out here then?
yeah.
Okay. So that's where you would get mail right now? And
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, okay. What's that address out here? Well, the good news for you, do you go by Ray?
Yeah.
Ray is it's under a felony amount. So that's good. If there's a silver lining anywhere.
What's up?
Boy, where's my Miranda card?
Are these all the,
Yeah, those are.
Alright, just going to give you your Miranda warning because I do want to ask you some questions, okay?
Alright.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford attorney, one will be appointed to you. So just understand, if you don't want to answer my questions, you don't have to.
Under Illinois compiled statutes, Chapter 720, Section 5, 1625, retail theft requires knowing conduct with intent to deprive the merchant of full retail value. Skip scanning, deliberately bypassing the scanner at self-checkout, satisfies both elements. Intent is demonstrated by the act itself. The total value recovered was approximately $168 to $186. That figure places this squarely in Class A misdemeanor territory under Illinois law. Loss Prevention Officer Stephen maintained continuous uninterrupted visual observation from the subject's entry through his exit past the final point of purchase. That 4-step chain selection, concealment, non-payment, exit past point of sale is the legal foundation of every lawful retail theft apprehension. Stevens satisfied each element without premature contact, without ambiguity, and without breaks in observation. His surveillance record is legally sound. At 2 minutes and 42 seconds into the recording, Officer Welsh administered Miranda. The timing was procedurally correct. Under Miranda versus Arizona, 384 United States, 436, 1966, warnings are required before custodial interrogation, meaning questioning designed to elicit incriminating responses from a person not free to leave. The subject was clearly detained at that point. The prior biographical questions, name, age, prior history fall under the booking exception. They do not trigger Miranda. Welsh's sequencing was correct. Welsh elected to arrest rather than issue a citation. That decision is constitutionally permissible. In Atwater v. City of Lago Vista, 532 United States 318, 2001, the Supreme Court held that a custodial arrest for a fine-only misdemeanor does not violate the Fourth Amendment. Given 11 documented prior incidents, the arrest decision is legally defensible. However, proportionality remains a legitimate question for a cooperative, elderly, non-violent subject.
But you are being detained right now for retail theft.
Okay.
Got it, Ray? So, Ray, you've been in here multiple times. This isn't the first time this has happened. So, why are you stealing stuff from this store?
Just the total cost of everything is a little high.
I got you. So, you said it's been like 7 or 8 times?
I'll pull it up right now.
No, I mean, I see out there you got some of the stuff looks like necessities and things, you know, food, but some of it's booze too, right?
Yeah.
That kind of takes a little bit of
Most of it's
the
food.
necessity, yeah. Who all lives over there? Does your daughter have kids too, or a husband?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you kind of helping provide by getting this stuff?
Yeah, a little bit.
For
Yeah.
being able to stay there and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be at that apartment? Isn't that a government-based housing? Do they know you're there?
Yeah, they know we're there temporarily.
Okay. Just making. How long have you been over in?
About a month.
How far back do the thefts go?
The first one we have reported is 8/23.
Okay. So that's been a month and a half out here. Have you reported that you've changed addresses?
No, we're still looking for a permanent address.
Okay. Are you required to let whatever agency know if you're not going to be at your address for a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how many days do you have before doing that, do you know?
I don't know, actually.
Okay. Probably a lot less than a month and a half, I would be assuming.
What was the last agency that you registered, you gave them info on?
The 2229.
What agency?
Yeah.
Oh, 35.
Chicago?
Chicago.
Okay. Alright.
So, lovely handwriting. That's our other incident totals of actual thefts with today's total added in at the bottom.
Okay. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Seeing as that we have other thefts, and it's not the first time, I don't think a city ticket would necessarily apply. So,
I think
misdemeanor
there's
law.
another incident going on too. I don't know.
Yeah, we got to figure that out as
Yeah.
well.
I think yes.
He says he registers as an offender.
You ever been arrested in the past for theft?
No.
Never.
Alright. Okay, so here's what I think. Yeah, which looks like that's expired from what I saw. His OP. So I'm going to bring him back, long form him misdemeanor retail theft. And then I don't know if we want to have plug a detective in. If it's, you know, I'm not too versed on the sex offender laws, but if he's been staying. Take some pictures of the product. Is this the stuff right outside the door?
That's right here.
Yeah, I got it. Who was the one that stopped him?
I initiated and then Steven followed up after.
I got it. Oh, you're making copies. I got it.
The encounter shifted when officers identified the subject as a registered sex offender who had relocated without updating his registration. Under the Illinois Sex Offender Registration Act, 730 Illinois Compiled Statutes 150, a registrant must notify the relevant law enforcement agency within 3 days of changing residence. The subject acknowledged residing at a new address for over 1 month without filing any notification whatsoever. Failure to comply is a Class 3 felony for a first violation and a Class 2 felony for any subsequent violation. The residence in question was government-subsidized housing occupied by 4 minor children. That detail triggered an immediate detective referral. The misdemeanor retail charge brought this subject into custody. The potential felony registration violation is what determines the trajectory of this case. The subject admitted to the theft after a valid Miranda warning with no coercion present. That admission is admissible and eliminates any mens rea dispute at trial. He acknowledged the items included both necessities and alcohol, undermining any future argument of necessity under Illinois common law defenses. Courts evaluating necessity defenses require that the harm avoided be greater than the harm caused. Theft of alcohol does not satisfy that threshold.
All right, Stephen, give me a quick rundown of the...
Today or everything?
We're going to focus on today.
Okay, perfect. So Alex was actually on his way to his break. We saw him back in grocery. He already had the bread selections in his cart. I moved on to the sales floor. We watched him shop throughout grocery, make his selections there, watched him pull his 2 bottles of Fireball, which he usually does. Then he came through household clean, worked his way back towards the front of the store, moved up to self-checkout. We had in there so nobody would interfere with him. He's done this before. We're going to let him do his thing today.
Yeah.
Alex stayed in office. I was at that point around where our trading cards are watching his transaction. We saw him start skipping his stuff. Went to scan the stuff on the bottom of the cart. Didn't actually scan it. Went to scan a tie. Didn't scan it. Concealed it into the bag. At that point, I had Alex move outside because we were going to apprehend him. Watched multiple items, but specifically the alcohol's the easiest one.
Yeah.
Ran it by. No ID asked for. Definitely wasn't scanned.
Yeah.
So he walked out. I was right next to him. We had him brought back in here and
Cooperative?
cooperative the whole time.
Great. Okay. So this is what we're going to do, because we've kind of talked about this past with prior cases and all that stuff. 1 million misdemeanors basically all mean the same type of thing.
Yep.
We have different choices of what we want to do. We can give him a ticket and just kick him out the door, but based on all the prior offenses, we're going to bring him back to the PD, book him, photograph, fingerprint, all that stuff, and
Okay.
he gets an actual court date at the big house
Sounds good.
instead of just getting a civil ticket.
Yeah.
All right, and then he'll be trespassed from here for the next 3 years.
Now for the grades, his Miranda administration was correctly timed, his handcuffing technique reflected appropriate care for the subject's age and physical condition, and his communication was measured throughout. His decision to book rather than cite is legally permissible under Atwater, but the proportionality question for a sub-$200 first arrest cooperative misdemeanor is real. He also did not personally verify the registration status before transport, deferring instead to a detective referral, a reasonable but incomplete response. Loss Prevention Officer Stephen receives an A-. Continuous observation, correct apprehension timing, and a clear, organized account to the responding officer. The only gap is the absence of explicit documentation protocol on camera. The subject receives a C+. But 11 documented theft incidents at the same location reflects calculated conduct, not circumstance. And a 1-month failure to register as a sex offender is a serious statutory violation with no ambiguity. His honest admissions after Miranda, while legally damaging to his case, demonstrate a level of personal accountability that courts and prosecutors do consider in disposition.
And then we'll also have to deal with, talk a little bit about why you have not registered out here. Did you overhear what I told him what we're going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the PD for a little bit. We're going to fingerprint photograph you, and then I can give you a ride back to the city, okay?
All right.
All right, so go ahead and stand up for me, Ray. Go ahead. Ooh, cracking, huh?
Yeah.
Against the wall. You're old. All right. You go. Go ahead and put this arm back. Do you have any problems with your shoulders or anything?
No.
No? Are you able to, let's see how this goes. Bring this one back.
Okay.
See if you're flexible. Okay, you're good. Just want to make sure. Those aren't too tight?
No.
Down loose? All right. I'm going to double lock them. What else you got in your pockets, Ray? Anything?
Yeah, the cell phone, 2 packs of cigarettes, a pen, and a wallet.
All right. Newport Hondos, huh?
Yeah.
We'll put them in your head, okay?
All right.
Let's see. What else? We got a lighter in there for those bad boys?
No.
No?
I think she's good on lighters for now.
Oh, are those for your daughter?
My wife.
Your wife? Is your wife staying over there with you too then?
Yeah.
So it's your sister, you said?
My
Or
daughter.
your daughter?
Yeah.
And then you and your wife? Does your daughter have any family? Other family that's there?
Well, she's going out with my wife's son, and then they have 4 children.
So there's 4 kids over there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can take my glasses too.
Do we have glasses?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Don't want to break those. All right, Ray. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. Thanks.
We're going to walk this way. Right out the door.
What about the groceries?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, is anybody home over too?
Yeah,
Who's home?
my wife.
Maybe. Could you? The ones he paid for.
Yep.
Can you run them over there?
Yeah.
All right. All right. We're gonna be the second squad car, right? The second one down. Yeah. Officer Gappistoni being a great other side here.
Okay.
Being a great service-minded officer is going to deliver your groceries, and we'll let your family know what's going on and that you'll be released hopefully soon. Go ahead, just get your butt on there, Ray.
Yeah.
Slide over. There you go. You're still pretty nimble. All right.
A few lessons from this encounter. Second, Miranda timing is procedural, not just a formality. Officers who rush into interrogation before administering warnings risk suppression of every statement that follows. Third, a misdemeanor stop can reveal a felony. Booking and processing, rather than a quick citation and release, creates the conditions for that discovery. Fourth, the Illinois Sex Offender Registration Act carries strict liability compliance requirements. 3 days, no exceptions, no grace period for temporary housing or transitional living. Fifth, cooperative demeanor during an arrest has no legal effect on guilt or innocence, but it does affect charging, discretion, plea negotiations, and judicial perception at sentencing. At the time of this analysis, the outcome of any criminal proceedings remains unknown. No public court records or news coverage regarding this case were located. Based on the evidence present in this footage, a Class A misdemeanor retail theft charge appears virtually certain. The felony registration violation is pending detective investigation. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.